The long arm of the law reaches into a Canberra journalist's home. The federal police came knocking on Annika Smethurst's door, trying to discover who leaked classified papers to the News Corp political editor. The documents obtained by News Corp were stamped with a top-secret Australian eyes-only classification, detailing a bid by Home Affairs to grant the electronic spy agency power to spy inside Australia.
They say those with nothing to hide have nothing to fear. The assumption is clear that the presumption in here is that the function of our country's spy-net been a seesaw that's heavily weighted in favour of X-key score. The dawn informant of the measures we're taking, get them painted as necessity, umbrella surveillance. Better check the relation to ABC when they raided them. The AFP deleting journalism, secret safe with them pertaining to injustices. Now freedom of speech left bleeding on the parliamentary floor, soon to meet death. Now we less inclined to define their compliance to the big brother objectives of the Five Eyes Alliance. In the eye of the tyrants, confined when they spy on me, with federal courts enforcing a section 35P. Find me facing up in battle with the monsters as they try to stop us, trying to dead the noise and then squash us.
The greed economy is killing us.
There is no such thing as corporate social responsibility.
The changes that we feared are coming faster than anybody thought.
It's completely out of control.
Their reach cannot be underestimated. They know everything about us.
If we don't push back, we're going to live in a world in which they are governing us privately through the profit motive.
Share the tale of the tape with the 9-to-5ers. Blindly lifers to a credit system, time to find us. Healthcare providers dealing out prescription drugs, pharmaceuticals that get you worse than your condition was. Distant talk of industries using slave labor, with militias lopping hands on the same acre. They made $1 trillion off illegal wars, even more off illegal taxes, keeping people poor. Treason's door knocking, live on the pay-per-view, and take it to the unionists that died in the pay dispute. They immune to prosecution, keep it under wraps and own the media so you can see the lie become the facts. Run it back, its function in the method been the same since before the days of slave ships and insider trade tips. Today modern slavery is socio-economic. Corporations rather dead the noise than the profits.
It's great that the world is concerned about the human rights of people in Afghanistan, but where have you been? Literally, where have you been for the last 20 years? The war on terror has gone on longer than World War I and World War II put together. It has touched 85 countries. It has led to the death of civil liberties within the countries that launched.
Roped into 2 wars over 9/11. And the mile-high stack of lies, time would tell them. Where the WMDs go, that's the question. Guessing they were just some weapons of mass deception. That's a lesson if repeated, seen it once too often. Remember Vietnam needed that goal for Tonkin. No stopping imperialism, rotten bastards like Bush, quick to dodge the war when he gotten drafted. But he'd started and denied that the toll was heavy. Trading blood for oil, just saw another soldier buried. Cemeteries full of kids that would die for the lives of these chicken hawks, denying what they fight for. Despite your patriotism, hints of racism, they didn't win a war with terrorism. They committed, face the vision clear, but the fear it affects your logic. This nation would rather dead the noise than to stop it.
The truest conspiracies meet with the least opposition. Or to put it in a different way, a conspiracy practices the proven conspiracy, the true conspiracy, such as gerrymandering, the debt industry, or mass surveillance, are almost always usurped by conspiracy theories.